Where are you watching from, guys? Where are you watching from? Can you imagine what I just did? Indicate where you're watching from. Say hi. If you know you love me, say hi. If you know you don't love me, don't say hi. If you love me, say hi. If you don't love me, don't say hi. How is New York? Stacy, I love New York because I think New York, most people that have gone to New York, they say New York is just like Lagos, Nigeria. So there's no difference between Nigeria and Lagos, Nigeria and New York. So I think it's same thing. So I love New York City. Even if I've not been there, but someday I'm gonna be there. So I love New York so much because it's just like Lagos, Nigeria. Exactly, like there's no difference. The only difference is just the economy, the government and stuff like that. But everything is just like that. It's the same thing. So in the case we're watching from, I have a topic. You are welcome, Stacy. Stacy, how was your day? Stacy, how was your day? Guys, subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel. So I want to ask this question. Before I proceed, let me ask this question. Is it a sin not to get married? Is it a sin? Guys, is it a sin not to get married? I want to know. Like not getting married at all, is it a sin? Maybe as a young man, as a young woman, not getting married at all, is it a sin? Do you guys get snow here? Snow? Snow? Where did you see snow from? Any picture of mine that you saw that you have seen snow is not Nigeria, it's when I travel out, it's not Nigeria. We've never seen rain, you're talking about snow. Really crazy, what's up? Snow? What kind of snow is that? The only snow you can see is somebody pouring you powder. Nigeria has never experienced snow in the history of the country itself. So how can you say we are snow? How? We're praying for rain, everywhere is hot. I said apart from like the environment in New York, it's the same thing like Lagos, Nigeria environment. I'm not talking about the environment, like the crowd and everything. No, it's just like New York, not the weather. Sorry, the environment, the people, the crowd, the traffic and everything. Do you know that today now, there are a lot of people that were like I was supposed to be there, but there's a way I maneuver it and I escaped the traffic for like 2 hours. There are people that have been there, like it was just 27 minutes drive, but I used 1 hour 45 minutes, while other people are using 6-7 hours. So there is traffic and everybody here is not normal here. Oh my God, what did I just see now? You see what I'm saying? It's part of Nigeria. See what I'm saying? They just took the light. They took the light, no, my generator. So let's continue. Is it a crime? Is it a crime not to get married? A sin. Not even a crime. Is it a sin not to get married? Is it a sin not to get married? Let me know that if it's a sin not to get married. Let me know. See what I'm saying? I need to leave this country, please. I need to leave this country. Which country will I be coming to now? You guys, do you mean having sex without marriage or just being single? I'm just saying, not getting married at all. Not getting married. Is it a sin not to get married at all? Is it a sin not to get married at all? It's not, I'm not, and unlike that, no marriage, no divorce. So is it a sin not to bear kids? Question. Is it a sin not to bear kids? Is it a sin not to get kids? Is it a sin? Wait, I want to educate you with something today. What's wrong with this boy? Sex and don't know equal child, no sex, no child. I'm telling you that I don't know what's happening right now. Should not believe. I'm heading out to work now. Enjoy your evening or whatever time is here. You're going home? Stay safe. Okay, now. Okay. Fine. Let's go here now. So, is it a sin to have kids without getting married? Is it a sin? Bible students. Bible students. Is it a sin to have kids without getting married? What? I'm listening. But I want to educate you people now. Is it a sin to get married without? Is it a sin to have kids, like kids, without getting married? Stacy, hi. Bye. So if you are in if you've stayed in New York and you come to Nigeria and you come to Lagos, there's no difference. The only difference that you're gonna have is just the weather. There are no snow here. Subscribe to this video. There are no snow. You cannot see snow. So I'm sorry to disappoint you that there is no snow here. There is no what? No snow here. Okay. I'll ask a question now. Is it a sin? Is it a sin to have kids without getting married? Is it a sin? Is it a sin? Is it a sin? Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. It's okay. Getting married is an agreement, covenant. Children comes from female and male with consent, or not just. Okay, let's go here now. See, I want to educate you both in different aspects now. Do you get different aspects? Different aspects. You know we got different aspects. Different aspects. Different aspects. Okay, different aspects. Now, I jotted down some things, but I want to share with you. I want to share them with you. Watch. Just stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. This is gonna be interesting, very interesting. Very interesting topic. Everybody wants this topic, this particular topic. They want to see something. Now, is it a sin to have kids without getting married? Is it a sin to have kids without getting married? Is it a sin? Please, because I'm going somewhere now. Is it a sin? Okay. Is it a sin? You will know what I want to say this night. Oh, all these things. I'm going somewhere. Is it a sin? Okay. Okay. Children are innocent, but because only our mothers will tell you. Okay, now let's go to this topic now. Sorry, let me engage on this topic now. Now, they said in religion and moral context, the act of having a child itself is generally viewed as a blessing rather than a sin. Though the circumstances leading to it is sex outside marriage and often considered sinful, right? Considered sinful, right? Okay, now, the child status most Christians, denomination, and major world religions agreed that a child is an innocent gift from God. There is no theological concept that a child from out of wedlock is hereditary sinful or responsible for their parents' actions. Kiki, what's up? Do you guys get what I'm saying now? So now it means having a child out of marriage is not a sin. Because if it's a sin, it's supposed to affect the child, because you see, whatever thing that affects the roots, whatever thing that affects the foundation affects everything. So anything that affects the root of a plant, it should affect everything with the fruit, the bearing of the fruit that comes out of that tree. Now, I told you guys something here. You see one thing here. Bible itself is written by man, not by God, not by anyone. It's written by a being like us. It's written by someone who writes books and novels. It is written like the history of how everybody, came to this world. That's why we have the Old and New Testament. We have King James version. We have different versions. People wrote different versions of the Bible. Now, I'm confused here. Do you know how I'm confused? Watch. Having kids without getting married is a sin, right? So the child that you gave birth to, is the child a sinner? That means that child should be a sinner. Because when the foundation is not strong, the building falls. When the root is not fruitful or healthy, when the root is not even healthy, the fruit in it will not be fruitful, it will not be healthy too. So now they said, okay, why the child is a blessing, traditional religious teaching, especially in Christianity. Okay, now, you gave birth to a child out of marriage, and the child becomes a blessing to you. And now, having that child is a sin out of marriage. Why are they confusing me? Like, people are confusing me. Why are you people confusing me? Why are you people confusing me? Why are you people confusing me? Bible students, if having that child out of marriage is a sin, how come when the child comes out, the child becomes a blessing to you? How? I don't think, see, one thing I told you guys earlier, I don't think, you don't spend the rest of your life with someone. It is not possible. At the same time, it is possible. Now, a lot of things might happen in that process. One of the major things is death. You might lose your partner, and that doesn't mean you have to go and, as soon as if you want to follow the Bible, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, for every short, for better, for worse means even in death. That means you have to become single, or you follow the person. As soon as the person leave this world, you follow the person. No. If you follow the Bible, that means you have to follow that person. But you have to move on. Moving on means you have to even remarry and get married to somebody else. And move on. So it is not for better, for worse. Marriage cannot be better for worse. It can never be better for worse. You don't mean you're better for worse. Like I can follow this thing to the grave. That is better for worse. So it is not better for worse. So you were telling me that I am not saying, see, it's a very simple question I ask you right now, right? Okay, now, let's see, Victoria, Victory Choma, let's see, I'm asking you this question directly now. Now they said, according, it's been, see, they did not naturally say having a child out of marriage without getting married is a sin. They said religious perspective. Do you know the meaning of perspective? Who can tell me the meaning of perspective? That's absorption, like religion way, like their own rules. Perspective. Maybe my own perspective, my own ideas. Yes. Perspective might mean your own ideas. Like your own ideas. You understand? They said religion perspective. They did not tell you that it's what you believed in. They did not tell you that it's a sin naturally. Nobody said it's a sin naturally. No person said it's a sin naturally. They say religion perspective, like what religion just said, your religion said, having a child or marriage is a sin. Your own religion. Now I'm asking you your own religion you're serving, which is Christianity, right? Okay, your religion has said, most Christian denomination, most Christian denomination, is not all, most Christian denominations and major world religions agree that a child is an innocent gift from God. There is no theological concept that a child born out of wedlock or inheritance inherently sinful or responsible for their, but it is not. See, having a child out of wedlock, having a child out of marriage, it is not a sin. Because if it's a sin, that means the child is a sinful child all through his life. And they said, such children are blessings from God. So having a child out of marriage, maybe boyfriend, you don't have a child, it is not a sin. It is not written anywhere that is a sin. Go and check, even in the Bible, it's not written that is a sin. Now listen to it again. The child status, most Christian denominations and major world religions agree that a child is an innocent gift from God. There is no theological concept. There is no religious concept that a child born out of law is a sin. No child born out of wedlock is a sin. What victim? If you like don't have sex without marriage, you are still a victim of many things. Your village people will follow you. If you like become the girl that doesn't that she's a virgin and did not have sex that I told you about yesterday, she's not having fibroid. The fibroid that she's having is bigger than my head. You will start deceiving yourself. The fibroid this girl that I'm a virgin of 28 years, she has never, experienced man before. I was believing that life would be so smooth. She will have everything that God desired to have. As a Christian she is, because she's a Christian, she said she's a believer and everything. Why? Why didn't she be free from sickness? Now, fibroid. Why those people that are there that are jumping from one man to another, they are okay. Financially they are okay, spiritually they are okay. It is all these things here, you people are just making somebody to just get confused at times. Why is she having fibroid? Now it shows it now shows that what she has taken herself from a man causes her sickness also. Fibroid, and that fibroid might even take her life. So all these things people are saying, written by David, surely I was sinful in bed, sinful from the time my mother conceived me. This is often used to support. No, Kiki, you are very wrong. I don't know, how do you people interpret the Bible? You see why I said there is a difference between knowledge and wisdom. Now let me interpret this Bible part for you. Psalm 51 verse 5, written by David, he said, surely I was sinful at birth. Surely I was sinful at birth, sinful from the time my mother conceived me. This is often used to support the idea. Now, see, sinful from the time my mother conceived me. See, as soon as you enter this world, it's a sinful world. Do you understand? It doesn't mean maybe they got married before they give birth. No. It's a sinful world. As soon as you land in this world, it's a sinful world. So don't quote that is straight. No. It is straight. But interpretation is different. That doesn't mean the mother sinned before he gave birth to him. It was a blessing. You're in the midst of sinners. So sinful, like this word is sin. So me coming to this world from the beginning, as soon as my mother conceived me, I am a sinner already. Forgive me all my trespasses that I don't know even as a child that I did. That's what he's trying to say here in Psalm 51 verse 5. He did not say when I was in my mother's stomach, I was a sinner. No. He said when they conceived him immediately. Is my connection okay? Can you guys hear me? Can you you hear me now? No, not this. What's going on? Hold on. Let me check my connection. Hold on, let me check my connection. This topic is very interesting. Guys, sorry, my network. Hold on. Not going anywhere. My network. Oh, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Okay. Network is back. Can you guys hear me? You can hear me, say hi. Can you hear me? Where is this? You can hear me, say hi. Hi. Okay. So now, sorry, my network went off. Now, I want to ask you a question now. You know, I told you guys, every page of the Bible understand this. Now, let me clear you. In that Bible, as soon as they give birth to you, you come to this world, you are already a sinner. You're already a sinner. That's why I said, even you pray, even when you don't, even that, see, there are times that you pray that even the sin that you don't know you committed, you pray that God should forgive you because you don't know. So that particular part, what is happening? Hold on. Oh, few minutes again. Why is this network being this way? So now, most times we interpret the Bible different way from how we read it. That particular verse, okay. Thank you. Can you guys hear me now? So you can hear me now. Let's go back to the topic. Sorry. Okay, now, guys, you can super chat. It's been long. How do super chat look like? Because it's been long. Guys, you can super chat. How do super chat look like? Because it's been long I saw it. I don't know how it looks like anymore. So now, let me clear you now. Now, having a child out of marriage, it is not a sin. It has never been a sin. What is going on here? Can you guys hear me? Ah, it's not doing. Sorry. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? No, when you're giving birth, see, even if you're married and you have a child and you give it to that child, see, eventually when that child comes to this world, he's full of sin already. Do you understand? That's why he prayed that prayer in the book of Psalm. You understand? That's why David prayed that prayer, that particular prayer. So now, okay, I want to ask you now. Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you this question now. So the child that was given birth out of wedlock, is that child a sinner all through his life? Because I have seen many kids that was given birth out of wedlock, and they are more prosperous. Like 90% of them are more prosperous in life and they have everything in life than the ones that they gave birth to them in marriage. I've seen a lot of them. No. So where is the sin in there now? Because I believe if okay, for instance now, if stealing is a sin, see, there are no jokes. I've seen a lot. Now, if stealing is a sin, if stealing is, stealing is a sin, right? If stealing is a sin now I stole this thing, this iPad, I stole it. Do you understand? I stole this iPad. Do you know this iPad is an abomination stuff? Like, it's a sin. Whenever I'm using it, it's a sin. So that means whenever you say that child is a sin, Abi, and they don't say that it's not a sin. It is never a sin. Go and check it in the Bible. Most of those people that gave, even Jacob, all those people, all those, some of them, they were not, when they give, a lot of them are, many of them are not even married. Many of them were not even married. The great people. Let me not claim people here. Should I claim something that the bitter truth that you will understand? God has never used the perfect person before. Not perfect, there's nobody perfect. God has never used a person that came from a clean background. Go and check it in the Bible. Check it in our present time. Go and meet your pastor, ask him. Some of them are people that they gave birth to them and threw them away. Some of them were smokers, some of them were drug addicts, some of them were stubborn, some of them were fighters, some of them were liars, some of them were cheaters, some of them were armed robbers. Some of them were so rugged and brutal. Some of them, they didn't even know their parents. Some of them were born out of wedlock. Go and check your general overseers. Go and check their stories. Go from the Bible. God has never used a quiet person. He's a rugged person, very rugged. You know why? Because he knows that ruggedity that you have in the world, you can use it for him to win souls. God doesn't use a calm person. He uses a rugged person, a stubborn person, someone that has lived his life, that has done many things. Pastor E. Adeboye was talking a story about himself. That those days, he was just an interpreter to the founder of Redeem. So, the founder to interpreter. So then he would just go to club, go there, smoke, drink with his friends and everything. Until when the founder died, God now appoint him as the next. You started laughing. He say, how? A smoker like me, a rugged person like me, a drinker like me. But God arrested him. He threw away all those things. There is no pastor, there's no general overseer that have not lived that life of the world before. Because what are you going to preach for people? What are you going to tell them that this is what I learned, I know about it? You can never convince anybody in this life without you experiencing that particular thing you're trying to convince that person from not doing. You have to, like you have to experience that particular. You've done that particular thing. Experience it. Experience doesn't mean you have to do, but you should be in the midst of those people that are doing that thing, or you are doing it before you're able to convince someone. Now, convincing someone not to smoke or not to do this thing, how will you do it if you not had the experience of it? Like me now, I've never smoked before. That's one thing about me. I won't lie. I drink, but I don't smoke. So if I know people around me that smoke, I know how things happen to them. I have the experience. I've been among them. I wasn't holy not to be among them. I'm among them daily, sometimes. But I will tell you. So you have to have experience of those things before you can change the world. You can never be a teacher without an experience. It is not possible. You can never be a teacher without an experience. For you to be a teacher in any subject you are teaching in school, you have the experience of that. You've known from the beginning. You've had it. You've seen. You've been there. You see when somebody is so dull, not to pick up from that subject. You know what the person did, and because you were among the student learning before you start teaching. So now you waking up and telling me that the children that you have out of wedlock, it's a sin. It's never a sin. It is never. There's no sin in there. Go and check it. Where is the sin? Just show me the sin in there. There has never been a sin. Even for the parents and the children's side, there's never been a sin. I've seen a lot of them that have grown up, bought cars, houses for their mother and their father. Somebody that their father bought houses, cars, and everything. They are living happily. So tell me where the sin comes from. And everything is ask forgiveness. There's no sin that you sin that doesn't have forgiveness, because all sins are equal in the eyes of God. So it is never a sin. Do you know? Okay. Oh yeah, now. Should be having a child out of wedlock is a sin, but do you know divorce? Divorce is a sin. Okay. Do any of you that have been here that you've divorced your partner is a sin? Go and check it. There's nothing like divorce in the Bible. It's a sin. Biblically, being divorced from somebody that you went to the altar and vow, and you break that vow, is a sin. God does not break vows. It's a sin. Go and check it. There's nothing like divorce. Biblically, it's a sin. Divorce is a sin. Go and check it. There is nothing. It says for better, for worse. You will not divorce. I've never seen anybody in the Bible that divorces or a wife or his husband and get married to somebody else. It's a sin. Yes, since giving birth to a child out of wedlock is a sin, divorce is a sin because you broke the covenant. Go and check it too. It's a sin. Because I've never seen it. Now, okay, you have a script in New Testament. What does the Old Testament say? Okay, everything New Testament, Abi. So what the Old Testament says? So Old Testament, a lot of people in the Old Testament are giving birth to children of wedlock, and it will never be a sin. Maybe it's New Testament you want to say. You are backing up with New Testament. It's written. It's somebody else that wrote it too. The Bible generally views marriage as a lifelong covenant, and divorce is not even considered a deviation from God, originally planned. Often labeled as a result of hardness of heart. Matthew 9:8. Why God hates divorce? Why God hates divorce? Whatsoever thing God hates is a sin. Matthew 9:8. Why God hates divorce? Malachi 21:16. It is not forgiving. And the Bible allows exception of divorce in cases of sexual immorality and abandonment by unbeliever. So you see, it is not forgiving. Divorce is not forgiving by God himself. In Matthew, why God hates divorce, Malachi 2:16, it is not unforgiving. Sorry, it is not unforgivable. You cannot forgive divorce. So let everybody know, all of us know, we are sinners. For the one who broke it, for the one who, I'm sure it's for the one who broke it, for the one who, for you people to divorce, because every issues are supposed to be resolved when it comes to marriage. It is a lifelong covenant. You know what covenant means? Go and talk about, one day I will talk about covenant, if you understand what covenant means. Covenant is different from promises. Covenant is something that it is sealed by God. If I wake up one day, you know what they call blood covenant. Covenant is not just kept. Covenant is just not like me and you saying mere words. We have to bring out a God. We have to bring out an object to bond it together. So coming to the altar and the Bible, and you swear to it, is a covenant, or you put blood to each other and put it. Covenant is not broken. Covenant can never be broken, whether bad or good. You have to be there. If you like let that person treat you, you have to be there. That's what they call covenant. If God, no matter what you do, God will still keep his covenant. So you don't joke. It is a sin. Look at what he said. Listen to it. Listen to it. The Bible generally views marriage as a lifelong covenant. Covenant is something that can never be broken. Either good or bad, no matter what, you people will die there. You people see, if one person go like, you people will just end there. See, two of you disappear. So you've sinned against God. And divorce is considered as a deviation from God's original plan. Like you have turned God's plan upside down. And turning God's plan upside down means you are a sinner. And a sinner is still a sinner. No, let's go there now. So if giving birth to child out of wedlock is a sin. You that you've divorced before, you've committed sin. More than even the person that are giving birth to child out of wedlock, because it was not a covenant from God. It is just a mere word saying, I don't like this. But marriage is a covenant. It's an unforgivable sin. You know, yeah, unforgivable sin. Even if you pray for God for forgiveness, He will not forgive you. Now, majority of us now that got divorced, it's not because of sexual immorality. Not that maybe the person is doing something else. Someone will just sit down and say, the marriage is tiring, there's no love here, I want to divorce and go. That one is the strongest sin. God hates divorce. Many Christians distinguish between God hating the act of divorce and loving the individual involved who are not beyond redemption. God hates divorce. Because me, I've never seen when in the Bible that God said, I don't go agree. I've never seen in the Bible God said God hates wedlock children, out of wedlock children. It's never been there. But he stated there that God hates divorce. And those children are not even, they are not sinners. They are not sinners. And this one, in that passage, they said assumption, like religiously, like their assumption that it is not, like they assumed, like they just guessed that it is not okay. But the children are blessings from God. So how will an abomination turn to blessings from God? Janet, how can an abomination become a blessing to you? Please answer me that question. God doesn't love wedlock children. How? Go and check it in the Bible. He loved them so much. They are blessings. Go and check it. He said they are blessings from God. Do you know that majority of us that we are here, all of you that are here, they are talking, all of us, 90% of us, we have origin from wedlock. Our generations came from wedlock. You don't know. 99%, not even 9. Let's say 90% that you don't know. Your great grandfather in the 200s, like generational. You people came out of wedlock. Majority of us came out of wedlock. Majority of us, like 99%, you are not taking. No. Okay, you are asking. No, it's a blessing from God. God said it's a blessing from Him. Sorry. So if you are here saying something that we are well, majority of us came from a family of wedlock. Majority, 90% came from a family, like our roots, our generational roots came from a wedlock family. Because are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? 90% of us, we came from a wedlock generational background that you don't know. You and I don't even know. Your mother don't know. Your father don't know. Your father don't know. I'm talking about before and after Christ. Do you know? You come here and be doing you are just talking things that you just know. You don't even think outside the box. No, we don't have to repeat this. It's a personal choice. You don't repeat it. It is not deliberate. Do you understand? That's why I just said something. I said, okay, see, I said, not getting married and remain single, it is not a sin. Do you get? And having child out of wedlock without getting married is still not a sin. Because those children are still blessings. So it's just a personal decision you want to make. That doesn't guarantee you that you are going to hell. You still go to heaven if you want to go to heaven. If there is heaven and hell, you will still go to that heaven. Every sin is forgiven. The only sin that is not forgiven is a covenant sin that you kept to God. That is when you go to the altar and made a covenant to God. Marriage is a covenant, it's a oath. So oath cannot be broken. Covenant cannot be broken. So you are married. If you like, you divorce physically, spiritually, you are married. You guys should scratch out me. I'm just telling you the fact. Go and sit down and think about it. If not getting married all your life is not a sin, why? It's not a sin. It's not a sin not getting married. Now, having a child out of wedlock, it is not a sin also. It is here. Go and read it. It's a blessing from God. Now let me clear you. Let me clear something. Bitter truth. I told you. Whatsoever thing you believe is a sin, is a sin. Whatsoever thing you don't believe is a sin, it is not a sin. Don't quote me wrong. Now, there are basic things you know our conscience judges from. Anything your conscience judges you from is a sin. Whatsoever thing you don't know, you're doing, you don't know, that is wrong, it is not a sin. That's why the Bible said we should go into the world and spread the gospel. Because most people that don't even know Jesus Christ, they know it's about God and everything, they are not educated by it. They are not committing sin whatever thing they are doing. It's when you know the truth and you're not doing the truth, that's when you become a sinner. Don't maybe you understand what I'm trying to say. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Now, in a country where they said smoking marijuana is a sin, and you are hiding and be doing it, you committed a sin. Because you know what, your conscience alone has corrupted you that this thing you are doing is wrong. You committed a sin. But when you go to a free country that they used to do it in the street, you are doing it freely, it's none of your business. It is not a sin because every law ordered by the authority is being stamped by God. Let me clear you the truth. So now, whatsoever thing you know that your conscience is judging you from is a sin. Whatsoever thing you don't know, it is not a sin. Sometimes we do some kind of things that we don't have that knowledge that this is a sin. But it might be a sin somewhere else because you don't know it. Will you come and be condemning people that have never know Christ, never heard anything about Jesus Christ, anything, and call them a sinner? They are not sinners. At that moment, they don't know. But when you preach to them, they understand and refuse to do that. That's when they know. That's when you label them as sinners. That's why this world cannot end. Because the Bible said, until Christianity gets, according to the Bible, gets to the last person on earth. So that on that day, you will not have an excuse that I did not hear about you now. Yes, I did not hear about you, so why will you take me? You understand? It's just like your teacher now, bringing a question in an exam hall that nobody have you didn't teach anybody. They will tell you now, sir, you never taught on this now, so how is it going to be? There will be a protest in it, and truly, if we cancel it, or make everybody good, you don't know about it. They cannot give you an exam question. No place, no school, no educational level that will give you an exam question that the teacher himself has not taught you that topic. It's only what you know that is a sin. What you don't know is not a sin. Our conscience know when you lie, you sin against God. The people that even take lie as normal thing, it's not a sin to them. But deep down, when you know that it's a sin, it's a sin. So whatsoever sin, whatever thing you know, it's what is a sin. Whatever thing you don't know is not a sin. And you now step your leg, 1, 2, 3, climb the altar and make a covenant and say for better, for worse, a covenant. Do you know what covenant means? Marriage is a covenant and God hates divorce. So that is the only unforgivable sin. God doesn't forgive. If you break covenants, God doesn't forgive. He doesn't forgive. So you go into the altar and swear for better, and you wake up on money and you get divorced. You are a sinner for life. God can never forgive you. So go and check it. I am not. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? He said God hates sex without marriage. I said that sex without marriage that brings us a child, God said is a blessing. It's a blessing. So divorce is even worse than sex out of marriage. It's worse. Because if sex without marriage comes in and you guys bear a child, the child becomes a blessing to God, to you as a human being. To you as a human being. So where is the sin in there? And the child grows up, becomes somebody, become a president of a country. Go and check. I've known many people that become presidents of countries that they gave birth to the out of wedlock. Sometimes they abandoned and they threw them away. Go and check. And they become blessings to the generation. So where is the sin? But you that divorced, you broke a covenant. See, God, every sin can be forgiven. But a covenant being broken can never be forgiven. Go and check it in your Bible. Read your Bible and see. Search it and see. Every sin, do you understand? Sin is different from covenant. Divorce is not a sin, but it's a covenant you've broken that God said, I cannot forgive you. Okay, let me ask you a question. See, she's going to heaven. When a unmarried woman dies while giving birth, at that process, let me not claim, even a married woman can die during birth and go to hellfire. It depends on her sin. Everybody that, see, even the thief, when being crucified, he prayed for forgiveness at that moment. He went to heaven. Nobody, a sin can be forgiven. You don't get what I'm trying to say? A sin can be forgiven. A covenant cannot be forgiven. Go and check it. A woman that is in labor, and she's even praying to God, Father, help me, let me deliver this child. Help me, let me deliver this child. To her mind, forgive me all my sins and help me. I don't know where I've sinned against you and help me. If she died that process, she's going to heaven. Even if she's married, and she didn't pray for forgiveness at that moment, and she did that thing, and you don't know that she has sinned against Anybody that when she's passing by out of the pregnancy, she's seen against somebody and saw somebody, she'll go to hellfire. Hellfire! That's if hellfire and heaven exists, I'm telling people. Because heaven is on earth. God said it, your heaven is on earth. I'll give you every power to check, in short, upon serpents, in short, to hold everything in this life as yours. Do you understand? A married woman can be, in short, a married woman, a married man can be, in short, can be a very biggest, you know, the biggest, if there's anything like that, the biggest and biggest sinner than a woman that is working, or a man that is working from one woman to another. Somebody are more holy than those ones that are even married. Sin is discipline. Sin is discipline. They won't tell you, you just what you just decide not to do. That's what I said now. So people family are not permitted to marry. I said it now. You don't understand. I said not getting married, it is not a sin. It's an individual son, like it's it is yes. Not getting married, it is not a sin. If you decide not to get married, it's not a sin. It's your own individual suggestion. If you decide not to have kids, it is not a sin. It is your own personal decision. But having kids out of wedlock, it is never a sin. It's a blessing from God. Go and check it. The children, the our child is a blessing from God. And any blessing that comes from God is from God. Then if you know you have causes in your family, that if you get married and you will not stay last long in the marriage, or your spouse will die or something like that, you go and break the cause. I taught you people how to break causes, right? First, before you break any cause, you have to know the cause yourself. Not your pastor that will tell you the cause that person. You know. You know the cause yourself. I taught you people how to break causes. Maybe I will still go back to that topic. How to break causes. I taught you people. It's very simple. I have break some causes too, personally. So it's very simple. Generational causes are being broken by you yourself. We'll see. Bye. You can never break what you cannot see. You have to know it yourself. Then knowing it alone, that's the first step. That means you've gotten like 50% of how to break that cause. But you don't know. I keep you quiet, I was looking. Now let me clear something. I told you people something. I said sometimes ignorance kills. Do you know what ignorance kills? Sometimes thinking you know much about Bible kills. Thinking you know much about the Word of God kills. Sometimes. Now let me give you an example. 2010, I lost an auntie. I called her Sister Christy. She's my church member there in the University of God. She was so nice. Nice. Very nice. She has I think she has one child. She was so nice. So she was so nice, very nice, like she would call us, you know, she loves the teenagers, you know, the children, we go to her house and eat, sometimes we clean her house. We're just calling her our big auntie, our mommy. You get it? She was so dedicated to the church. I have never seen anybody so dedicated to God like her. She was so dedicated to the word of God. She was an usher and a minister in the church. Not knowing that she's battling cancer of the breast. Cancer. Now, I later found out, after everything that happened, I found out that her mom had the same thing. It's an heredity stuff. And her mom, you know, cut one of her breasts. Her great-grandmom, same thing. Now, in our own family now, own village, she was the one that took over it, the cancer of the breast. Then I told her that, the doctor said, how far you're going to cut, it has gotten to the state that you have to cut the side that has been affected. She said, no, you cannot go. No. My Lord will heal me. I'm going for healing classes in the kingdom of God. She will go to the headquarters. She will come to Ibadan, go to Ibadan, Daddy Gio, and they will pray, they will do everything, and walk out of God. The Bible said, you have to start giving unto you the healing of the Lord of government. They wonder, cut these parts away. She said, never. Except I am not serving a living God, I'm serving a dead God. You see, ignorance. Your pastor will fall sick, they will go and collect drip. You will fall sick, they will not be praying for you. The only prayer that works is you being in your hospital, receiving your treatment, your pastor is praying for you so that treatment will work. Ladies and gentlemen, she refused. She just started going until it spread. She slept one day and never woke up. Ladies and gentlemen, she refused to go. That doctor result is, how they call it, that God result is the main result. Doctor result is not very blah blah blah. She refused to go, and the thing spread to this day. I remember when they called us that she slept and never woke up. Cancer entered. And such person, God will now welcome you. After they instruct you to go to your doctor, have been told these things, you cannot spray, just cut here. You are going to that stage, cut here away, you will not spray again. Same thing your mother did. You say, no, you are Odogu, you are the only one that knows Jesus Christ, the only one that knows God. Because you serve God from Wednesday nights in church, giving everything. She slept and never woke up. Disobedient. Your pastor will fall sick. Your pastor will go and take. Your pastor will fall sick. They will now go and take medication. They have doctors, personal doctors. They will come, give them drip. I work with more than 200 pastors in my life. Don't joke. It's more than. I see when they fall sick. They call doctors to take drip and everything. Then you will not fall sick. I tell my lie. I love my pastor. When you see my pastor, I will tell you that. You tell you go to the hospital. I'm praying for you. If it's spiritual, it's clear spiritual part, but go to the hospital, treat yourself. I'm going to stop it tomorrow. My network is disturbing me. Continue tomorrow. My network is disturbing me. People not super chat to ginger me, so if I come here, no super chat, I feel weak. I want to go off.